What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? So it's not a cricket video. It's not an AFL video. We kind of did something similar to this with regarding India, like best cities. But we are watching 50 things that are only possible in Australia, man. Been looking forward to doing this. It's something I wanted to do, but trying to fit time into it. But yeah, 50 things that are only possible in Australia. So we are finna react to. We are finna see what's on. Well, finna learn something new about Australia, because I might, and much more. So, if you guys enjoyed this type of video, don't forget to hit the like and sub button. I appreciate it. How good, like always, go and hit the like and sub button. But without further ado, man, let's go and get started. 50 things that are only possible in Australia. Let's see what we are about to see.
Okay, it's pop quiz time. Which country has the longest fence in the world?
Which country has the longest fence in the world? Y'all let me know. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Don't skip through it and put the answer down. I'm going with Australia, because this is a video about Australia. So I'm going with Australia.
How about the second largest Greek population?
Australia. Wait, there's Greeks in Australia? I mean, duh, yeah, immigrant. Of course, yeah, but I'm going Australia.
3 times more sheep than people?
Australia.
Okay, one word will give it away. Kangaroos! Yeah, I'm talking about the land down under. So, what do you know about Australia?
All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I know about Australia: the Great Barrier Reef, the Sydney Opera House. I think the capital is Melbourne. The AFL's there. A lot of noble people are from Australia. It's its own continent, surrounded by sea. A lot of kangaroos, a lot of crazy ass animals, and their steering wheel in the car, truck, whatever, is on the right side, not the left side.
So let's start with the name. Australia comes from the Latin word australis, which means southern. Way back in the 2nd century, there were legends of a mysterious Terra Australis Incognita, or unknown southern land. Well, now it's very known, so let's get to know more about it. Despite the stereotypes of hot, sunny weather year-round, the Australian Alps, which are the highest mountain range in the country, get more snow than the Swiss Alps do. Better grab your skis. The world's longest national highway is in Australia.
Damn.
It stretches for over 9,000 miles.
Ooh.
For comparison, the Earth's diameter is about 7,900 miles. It's actually a network of highways that connects all capitals of the mainland states. Now, I'm sure you've heard of the Great Wall of China.
Right.
But what about the Great Fence of Australia? Okay, that's not what it's called, but still.
Hey, I was about to say, I'm like, I thought it was called the Great Fence of
Dingo Fence in Southeast Australia stretches for nearly 3,500 miles. For comparison, it would easily cover the entire span of the U.S., from Los Angeles to Houghton, Maine.
Holy shit! That's a long ass fence. Has anybody been to that fence? The Dingo Fence? Yeah, let me know if y'all have. But golly.
Now, it might not be so surprising to know that Australia is huge. It's about the same size as the continental U.S., about 2,500 miles wide. The distance from the west to east coast is further than Barcelona to Moscow. In all, Australia is the world's 6th largest country and the only one that's also a whole continent.
Right.
But with all that territory,
Chaz geography.
Over 80% of Australians live within 60 miles of the coast. This makes the country one of the most coastal-dwelling populations in the world. And that means a whole lot of beaches.
Yeah.
In fact, they have so many that if you decided to visit a new beach every day, it would take you almost 30 years to see them all.
Shit, hey, I need to visit Australia. I need to visit Australia. Beaches, the women are probably nice.
The biggest property in Australia is about 40,000 square miles in area. South Korea could fit into it with room to spare. The country's termites are busy building huge properties as well. Their mounds are the tallest animal-made structures on this planet. Before humans arrived, the continent was home to megafauna.
Hell no.
If you lived there about 46,000 years ago, you'd be dead today. But you would have seen 10-foot-tall kangaroos, 23-foot-long goanna lizards, and ducks the size of an adult horse.
Oh, hell no.
Quack, quack. The largest living structure on the planet is the Australian Great Barrier Reef.
Told y'all.
By the way,
I know my
it has
geography.
its own mailbox, and there's a rumor that the fish there use eel mail. Yeah. Neither kangaroos nor emus can walk backward. That's a fact. And that's why they're painted on the Australian coat of arms. Keep moving forward. The platypus, an egg-laying mammal that lives only in Australia, is one of the rare venomous mammals on this planet. Luckily, while the venom has an excruciatingly painful effect on people, it's not lethal. The takeaway? Don't fuss with a platypus. By the way,
Hey, say less. Say less.
when the first
Say
platypus
less.
was brought to
Say less.
England, people there were sure that it was a joke. The English believed that Australians had sewn a duck's bill onto a rat's body to play a trick on them. Yeah, right up until he bit them. Not laughing now, are you? Swimming in the surf during the day had been illegal in Australia up until 1902. But after one guy calmly entered the waves of Manly Beach one afternoon that year, surf bathing became increasingly popular. The largest Greek population outside of Greece itself is in Australia.
That's pretty
Actually,
cool.
to be more precise, in Melbourne. More than 160,000 people who live there say they come from Greek descent.
That's hard.
Melbourne was the richest city in the world in 1880. These days, Tokyo, Japan holds this title. And until 2018, Melbourne had been rated as the most livable city in the world for 7 years in a row.
That looks nice. Hey, Melbourne looks really nice. Sorry, I
But then
keep
it was
pausing.
bumped down to second place after Vienna, Austria. Come on, Melbourne, get back in the game.
Yeah, Melbourne looks
One
nice.
of Melbourne's founders was John Batman. Yep, that was his real name. And get this, the city was temporarily called Batmania.
Oh
Too
my
bad they
gosh.
decided to change it to Robinville? Nah. In 2018, Australia
Batman.
ranked third after Norway and Switzerland on the Human Development Index. This index is based on education, life expectancy, and citizens' income. Basically, they got a good thing going down under there. In 2005, security guards at the Parliament House in Canberra were prohibited from calling people mate. But the ban only lasted for a day, mate. G'day. If you're ever in Western Australia,
mate.
you can visit one of their many super salty pink lakes.
Jesus.
They get the bubblegum hue from a certain type of algae and bacteria, and they're totally safe to swim in. Just be careful what you chew. Oh, and be sure to take a selfie while you're swimming in what looks like a giant pool of Pepto-Bismol. You can thank Australia for coming up with
Why
the
would I
word
chew in that?
selfie in the first place.
Wait.
They're-
They created the word selfie? No way.
Coming up with the word selfie in
Hey,
the first
shout
place.
out to the Australians,
There
man.
are about 74 million sheep to 25 million people in Australia,
Damn.
which makes an impressive ratio of 3 to
3 to
1.
1. Yeah.
Only China and India have more than that.
Oh, wait, 3 to 1, 5 to
Oh,
1.
and the kangaroo thing is totally true. There are twice as many kangaroos as there are people there. That's 50 to 25 million.
All right. So, to my Australians, shout out to y'all like always. What's y'all craziest kangaroo story, man? Let me know. Let me know, man. Hey, what's y'all craziest kangaroo story?
Speaking of which, when a
Golly.
baby kangaroo is born, it's only half an inch long. It's also hairless and totally pink. Kind of looks like a gummy bear. What else is there in Australia? Oh, that's right, koalas. And to top that, there are 10 times more camels than koalas. Australia is the source of a lot of the Middle East's camels.
So Australia is
Now,
just
in Western
has more
Australia,
animals
it's against the
compared to
law
humans.
to be in possession of more than 110 pounds of potatoes. Well, every country has its obscure, bizarre laws. The architect of the world-famous Sydney Opera House got the idea of this unique construction while munching on an orange. If you combine all the sails of the building's roof, you'll get a perfect sphere. The most ancient fossils in the world were found in Australia.
Pretty cool.
They were no less than 3.4 billion years old, even older than my leftovers in the fridge. There are so many different species in this country that only 25% of them have been discovered so far. Of the animals discovered to be native to Australia, none have hooves. Burger King miraculously turns into Hungry Jack's as soon as you land in Australia.
I've heard.
It's the Aussie franchise of the famous fast food chain.
I've heard.
Australia is a unique continent that doesn't house any active volcanoes. It's also the flattest continent on our planet. But it's got plenty of mountains, and one of them is called Mount Disappointment. It's just 2,600 feet tall, and naturally, explorers William...
Imagine you were climbing up a mountain. Imagine you were climbing this mountain, and it's actually, what's that mountain called? Mount Disappointment. Yeah, Mount Disappointment. You know why? Because I'm disappointed. Disappointed in myself. So I decided to climb.
William Hubble and Hamilton Hume expected to see a great view from the top. However, after climbing the mountain, they discovered that there were too many trees growing on top and blocking the view completely. Guess how the men felt? Australia has tons of unique flora and fauna species that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Among those are a staggering 1,500 spider species. Spider species, yeah. On the bright side, and we are, while some of them are fatally poisonous, most are completely harmless. But how do I tell them apart? Oh, the poisonous ones wear signs. Got it. It's also where you'll find 21 of the world's top 25 most venomous snakes.
I don't fuck with snakes. Excuse the language. I do not mess with snakes. I do not mess with snakes. I do not mess with snakes. I do not mess with snakes.
More than 90% of Australia is covered with some kind of vegetation.
That's nice.
Since 1988, Australia has had a national floral emblem, and it's the golden wattle. When this plant blooms, it gets covered with the country's national colors, green and gold. Australia is a multinational country with more than 200 different languages and dialects spoken there.
That's hard.
The most popular non-English languages are Mandarin, Greek, Arabic, Vietnamese, and Cantonese. There are 19 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Australia, including 12 natural sites, 3 cultural sites, and 4 mixed sites.
That's what's up.
The difference between Australia's total length and its width is only 200 miles. Hey, do you have an 8-hour working day? You can thank Australian stonemasons for that. In 1865, they demanded to make 8-hour shifts the standard, and it spread throughout the world from there.
Thanks a lot.
With 8 people per square mile, Australia has an extremely low population density. For comparison, there are about 93 people per square mile in the U.S. The national Australian airline, Qantas, uses recycled cooking oil to power its interstate flights. So, have I missed any cool facts about Australia?
Let
me know
cool.
down in the comments. If you learned something new today, then give this video a like and share it with a friend. But hey,
shout out to them Australians, man. Hey, that was pretty cool. Your boy learned a lot. Anyway, 50 things are only possible in Australia. If you guys do enjoy these, let me know, man. We can definitely do some more of these. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like and sub. Comment down below your thoughts and reactions. See you guys later.